One of the biggest events in crypto history took place yesterday. We got a report from Forbes that says Bitcoin meets banking as US bank regulator permits cryptocurrency custody. This news is massive for the crypto industry. It does have its pros and cons, so we're going to be discussing this in today's video. We're also going to be discussing the price of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Chainlink. Chainlink is actually doing exactly what we depicted in the previous video on this channel. All of this and more in today's video. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin Svensson, and today we're going to be talking about the price of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Chainlink. Right now, I'm looking at the Cryptowatch asset card list, and what we can see is that all the top coins are seeing some epic moves to the upside. Bitcoin up a little bit less than 3%. Ethereum currently up over 13%, trading at $276, and Chainlink up 6.63%. And if we scroll down the list, we can see that pretty much every top coin is seeing some upside today. So congratulations to all you guys out there that are holding these coins. And before we get started, guys, make sure you smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to click that bell icon so you're always notified when I post. Now, I'm looking at Bitcoin on the weekly chart. What we can see is that Bitcoin is beginning to break above the multi-year resistance. We are starting to get a push above this level. If you guys have been watching this channel for the past multiple months, what I've been saying is that as long as we're holding above the 10-week and 21-week EMAs, then I gotta remain bullish on Bitcoin. And we have been remaining above the 10-week EMA for pretty much the entire time. And now we're seeing a breakout, which is exactly what we've been looking for here on this channel. Even though things are looking great for Bitcoin today, we have not gotten a break above 10,500, which is the major supply line that we've been rejected at 3 times. This is the most important price level for Bitcoin to cross right now. What I like about the Bitcoin chart right now is that we're starting to move above the multi-year downward sloping resistance. If Bitcoin can begin to trend below 10,500 and confirm support above the multi-year downtrend, this would actually be an extremely bullish signal and would very likely usher in the breakout above 10K and potentially the next bull phase. What we need to look out for is for Bitcoin to be generally holding above the 10-week EMA, but ultimately holding above the 21-week EMA is very important. And if we can continue to do this, as we've been doing for the past multiple months, then very likely we're going to see Bitcoin break out and enter potentially the next major up phase for Bitcoin. And the 21-week EMA is very likely going to play a very key role in the next major uptrend. And I do think prices like 12,000, potentially as high as 15,000 by the end of the year are totally possible. Now, moving on to Ethereum, we have seen some awesome gains, currently up 13%, trading around $276. Ethereum has finally snapped above this major resistance line that we haven't been able to get above for multiple years now. We are seeing a ton of demand for Ethereum. And one thing I want to get across in this video is that Ethereum is one of the best bets you can make in the crypto market right now. Pretty much every altcoin that I'm interested in is built on the Ethereum network, and pretty much every altcoin that I buy can be managed on a single Ethereum address. This means that Ethereum is going to be playing a huge role for DeFi. And in my opinion, it is an absolute no-brainer to be buying Ethereum. So it's pretty simple for Ethereum. Right now, looking at the weekly chart, we need to get above the $290 resistance level, which is where we found resistance in early 2020. And if we can get above that, then very likely we'd be looking to test upwards of $364 for the next major upside test. Depending on what Bitcoin does, Ethereum could be looking for a consolidation above the multi-year resistance, possibly confirming support along it before rallying out of here to the next major upside target at $364. From here, testing that next major resistance is over 30% gains, so that's really cool to see. As long as Ethereum is chopping around above this multi-year resistance line, then I'm going to be remaining very bullish on Ethereum. Now, moving on to the Chainlink chart. What I love about this chart right now is that we're doing exactly what I discussed in my previous video. What I was saying is that Chainlink is very likely looking to create a larger scale parabolic formation. Chainlink is most likely going to find support, somewhere in this range and create a larger scale parabolic formation. I discussed that the pullback for Chainlink is very constructive and it's healthy for Chainlink. And in my last video, I was saying we would very likely find support in between the 382 and 50% retrace, and that is exactly where we just found support. And what I think is quite likely right now is that Chainlink is going to be creating a larger scale parabolic formation. The next major upside target is coming in around $11 at the 2618 fib retrace, which I don't have put up here. But I do think that Chainlink is very likely going to be looking to create a larger scale parabola. And if you want more details on the Chainlink trend, watch my previous video where I discussed this exact scenario playing out. And we're seeing it play out right now, which is really cool to see. So just to recap, for Bitcoin, I'm looking for Bitcoin to trend below 10,500 and above the multi-year resistance, trending with the 10 and 21 week EMAs for the next major breakout. For Ethereum, something similar. I'm looking for Ethereum to trend above the downward sloping resistance and below $290 before the next major breakout up to $364. And for Chainlink, we're doing exactly what we discussed in my previous video, which is creating a larger scale parabolic formation. And my next upside target is coming in around $11. Now, to finish off the video, I want to discuss this news that we saw recently where the OCC has clarified that national banks now have the authority to provide fiat bank accounts to cryptocurrency businesses and also create custodial services for customers of their banks and hold their private keys. Now, this is extremely bullish news. This is going to provide massive money flow into the cryptocurrency industry. We're going to see banks and financial institutions investing in blockchain projects. And what's very likely going to happen is that establishment entities like JP Morgan and others are actually going to be looking for ways to use cryptocurrencies and blockchains in everyday finance. In one sense, this is exactly what the cryptocurrency industry needs, is real adoption from financial institutions and real implementation of the technology. On the other hand, the downside is that banks are going to be holding the private keys for customers, which goes completely against everything that cryptocurrency has stood for the past few years. This will potentially change the cryptocurrency industry forever. We're going to see more regulation take place for cryptocurrencies. Banks are going to be holding customers' private keys, which potentially means that banks are going to be, promising Bitcoin that they don't actually have and stuff like that. We know how banks are. They're very manipulative. They play a lot of games, and there are a lot of negative things that are going to come with this. But this is going to provide a lot of money flow into the industry. Every market cycle has its reasons for taking place. The first major Bitcoin market cycle, the first major uptrend for Bitcoin was kind of like the discovery phase. And then the second wave for the crypto industry going into 2018 was like the ICO mania phase, the first wave of mass adoption where we saw Bitcoin on every major news station. And this next bull market, I think, is going to be basically the actual true implementation of cryptocurrencies and blockchains into traditional finance, the transformation from finance 1.0 to finance 2.0. The next bull market is very likely going to be built upon establishment entities pumping money into cryptocurrency projects. So let me just reiterate that there are good things and bad things about this. And guys, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. That's going to be it for me today. But before you go, sign up for the Cryptowatch platform. This platform allows you to chart and trade from the same place. You don't have to log into exchanges anymore to do your trades. And it is also now free to use. You got nothing to lose. Click that link below and sign up now. And I will see you all in the next video.